Hello everyone, I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day. Today I have a quick reveal on an item that I picked up from Fashionphile a couple of weeks ago. If you follow me on Instagram, you guys have already seen it, so I hope that you enjoy this video. If you do, make sure and give it a thumbs up, and without further ado, let's get started, shall we? As I mentioned, I snagged this bag from Fashionphile, and I thought I would show you guys everything that it comes with. That way, if you're also looking to buy from them, you kind of know what to expect. But one of the things that I absolutely love about this company is that regardless if your item comes with a dust bag, they always hook it up and give you one of theirs. So a Fashionphile dust bag. It also came with a nail file that says Fashionphile, and on the back of this it says, "I like my money where I can see it hanging in my closet." Abso-frickin-lutely. It also came with a thank you card, which is always nice. And this little guy in here, I have my receipt. And it also comes with a tag, and on the tag it says, "Remove the tag, own the bag. Once this tag has been removed, this item is yours." And it also comes with this tag, and on the back of this it says, it's actually a certificate of authenticity. It says, "This item has been inspected by our team of expert authenticators and is backed by our lifetime guarantee of authenticity." It has an item number and then also a description of the item that you ended up picking up and everything that it comes with. And my item did come with a dust bag, and here it is. It is a Fendi dust bag. Any guesses? Any guesses? Some of you guys guessed it on my Instagram post, but the bag that I added to my collection is the beautiful Fendi Mama Baguette. I absolutely love this bag. I absolutely love this bag. And I know that it's somewhat trendy, especially with the whole Logomania craze. It's become even more popular. But I have always been such a big fan of the baguette line, and you know, I was just crazy with looking for this bag. So let me give you guys a really quick tour of it, and then I'll give you a few more details. So as I said, this is the Fendi Mama Baguette. It is actually the largest in the baguette line, and it is mostly made up of canvas or the fabric material with the FFs all over. It has very minimal leather as well. So it has leather on the shoulder strap, and the shoulder strap it's adjustable, which is really, really nice. You have 3 adjustments, and you also have a little bit of leather on this front side because it is a front flap closure, and it does have the silver hardware, as you can see there. So there's the front side of it, there is the side view, there is the back side, and the other side view. As you can see, there are no exterior pockets. On the bottom, it doesn't have any feet, and I will make sure and put the measurements on the description box below if you guys are curious on that as well. So that is the exterior, and on these little buckles, it actually has Fendi engraved on there, which is really, really nice. And it opens up like so. And on the inside, you have the brown textile lining. It's going to be hard to see on camera, but it also has one zippered pocket, and it also has a little tag that says Fendi made in Italy. Again, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that or not because it is quite dark in there. But that is the tour of the Fendi Mama Baguette. Now, I have been actively looking for this bag for quite some time, and it took a little while, but it was definitely worth the wait. And there were a few things that I had to take into consideration. The first one being the price, because like I said previously with the whole Logomania craze, the price has gone up considerably from where it was maybe 2-3 years ago or even last year. So that's one thing. And even if you did find it on the pre-loved market, a lot of them had quite a bit of wear, whether it had a lot of, like it had a musty odor, or it had loose threads, or a lot of scratches on the exterior. And especially with the price that they were charging, you know, I was like, I don't want to pay, you know, X amount for a bag that has that much wear. So like I said, it took some time, but it was so worth the wait. And on Fashionphile, this one said it was actually in very good condition. Personally, I think it's in great condition because when it comes to a fabric handbag like this, usually they have a lot more wear on the edges here. And as you can see, there are no tears, there are no stains, there are no marks whatsoever. I feel that this material is actually in immaculate condition. The only way that you can really see that it has some wear to it is on this leather part. It has a little bit of scratches, and it has a few wrinkles on the very top. And even the hardware, it has like hairline scratches, so it's not too bad. As far as the strap goes, I ended up seeing some that had a lot of like mildew marks on here, but this one doesn't have anything like that. There are no cracks on it. There's no problems with glazing. There are a few little, I don't know what they are. It's almost like they're little fuzzies. It almost looks like it's pilling on the side. So maybe it is the glazing that's coming off, but I don't think so. I have no idea what that is. And it definitely doesn't affect, it's like not splitting or anything. but it has some little fuzzies on there. I have no idea. And another thing that you can tell is that it has this little it has this little dip on the strap here, and I think that's just from the way that it was stored. But as far as the interior goes, like I said, there is no smell to it. It's in perfect condition, no stains or anything like that. So I really feel that I scored when it came to this bag. And I've been such a big fan of the whole baguette line. And even though I do appreciate the baguettes, the smaller ones, I think that they're incredibly beautiful. I also wanted to go for something that is a little bit bigger, something that would house all of my small leather goods without necessarily having to downsize too much. Or if I wanted to carry something extra, like my cardigan fits in here with all of my daily essentials, or even a scarf, I'm able to get away with it. So the fact that I'm able to carry a little bit more in this type of bag, and it's still really comfortable and casual, really ended up working out for me, because I wanted a shoulder bag that wasn't fussy. I wanted something that I could just grab and go, something that I didn't have to worry about the leather or anything like that. And since this bag has since been discontinued, it already has a story. So I feel that whenever I go for a pre-loved bag, that kind of lets me let my guard down. You know what I mean? Like I'm not as tense. I'm not as like, oh, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Because it already has some beauty marks to it. I can appreciate that. And then I can add my own, you know what I'm saying? So I absolutely love this bag. And like I said, it is very, very comfortable. I've had a blast using it these last couple of weeks. And I wanted to show you guys how much I end up fitting in here, just so you have a better visual. And I will also incorporate some mod shots so you guys can see what it looks like on me. And for reference, I am 5'5". So let me insert those pictures really quickly. So here it is fully loaded. As you can see, it does have a slight wrinkle at the very top. I don't think that's going to affect the bag whenever I go to store it, just because I am going to be using air paper, but that is something to note just in case. And it also has a slight sag along the bottom, just because it doesn't really have too much of a base to it. It doesn't have too much structure. I will get into that in just a second. So you can end up seeing that it has, again, that slight sag. So there is the back side. I do believe I have 6 small leather goods in here, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm able to carry this bag for 10, 12, 15 hours, no problem. Not 15 hours, but I mean, an extended period of time without it digging into my shoulder or anything like that. And I really like the fact that it does have a generous strap drop, so that way if I am using a jacket, I'm still able to comfortably put it on my shoulder. So that was definitely a major, major pro. And as far as the structure goes, it is a fabric bag. It is a canvas bag, as it says. And you know, you would think that a bag like this would end up flopping over and it would turn into a beautiful mess. That definitely wasn't the case, which made me super, super happy. You guys know that. So I have all of my items inside, and if I was to take all of my items out as well, it still stays up in the upright position, which is a major, major win for me. I know it's something small, it's a small detail that I often look for when it comes to handbags, but it made me very happy to see that it stays that way, you know, it doesn't necessarily flop all the way over or anything like that, but that made me really happy. So in here I have, let me just show you guys, that's pretty much what it looks like. It is going to be hard to see, and I'll be honest with you, if I am carrying mostly monogram pieces, monogram small leather goods from Louis Vuitton, or even dark small leather goods from a different fashion house, it can be hard to see just because of the textile lining that it has. It is dark, so if you do have brighter small leather goods, I think it'll be easier to see, but I still don't think it's, because it's not too deep either, you're still able to see all of your items. So in here I have my phone, I also have my sunglasses, I have this little pouch, cold hard cash, that I don't carry cash, the Chanel O-Zip coin purse, I also have my Louis Vuitton mini pochette, what else? I have my Louis Vuitton round coin purse. Oops, I'm dropping stuff. I have my Trident gum, because you can't have dragon breath, all right? If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know what that means. And I also have my Louis Vuitton key clay. The only thing that I'm missing is my 6-ring key holder from Chanel. But even then, I still have a lot more space if I wanted to carry, again, my cardigan in here if I got hot, or if I wanted to put in my scarf, or a few other small leather goods, I can get away with using it in here, and it still stays in the upright position. Oh yeah. Like I said, I'm like 50 shades of crazy, and it makes me super happy that the bag ends up staying that way. But I absolutely love Fashionphile, and I was stalking the website. I felt like such a creeper, you know, because I'd be on there at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, okay, Fendi, Mama Baguette, and all these ones would pop up, but but I still had those specific things that I was looking for, you know? And thankfully I was able to find this one, and like I said, I couldn't pass it up and I snagged it, and I couldn't be happier. And I honestly feel that it's going to be, it might end up being a favorite bag. I don't know about forever, because forever, I mean, that's a special thing, you know what I'm saying? But I have just had a blast using this bag, and I definitely see it as a favorite within the next couple of months. And I know it's not going to be for everybody. I know a lot of people feel that the Fs are a little too much. It might be too busy, and I definitely see that point of view. But I also feel that it's very similar to the Louis Vuitton monogram canvas, because that has the L and the V all over the place. Of course, the Fs are darker, so I think that it's more noticeable. But again, I just wanted a comfy, casual bag that I can just throw on my shoulder, and I could just be like, all right, I'm out and about. I'm out and about, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, but like I said, I know some people think it's too trendy, and it is trendy, but I also feel that it's a classic to the fashion house. I've always felt that way when it comes to the baguettes, you know, and I am just a sucker for the Fendi Mama baguette, and I'm so happy that I was able to add it to my collection. And before I forget, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I ended up paying $695 for this bag. So like I said, it is a little bit more expensive than it would have been maybe 2-3 years ago, or even last year, but I still feel that I scored because I didn't break the bank, and it's still an awesome, awesome handbag. I also wanted to let you guys know, because I do get this question asked quite often when it comes to buying pre-loved goods, if I end up kind of double authenticating or triple authenticating the item that I get, regardless of the seller, whether it's a reputable seller or a reputable company or what have you. I do often get my items triple, sometimes double authenticated. It just gives me more peace of mind, you know, and to each their own. And I do love Fashionphile, and I love a few other companies that are very reputable. They've been, you know, they've been selling luxury goods for a very long time, but still I feel like that peace of mind always just makes me feel a little bit better, and I don't have that looming what if. What if, you know, it's not authentic? What if it slipped through the cracks? What if this, what if that? You know, so like I said, to each their own, but I wanted to recommend you guys Real Authentication. And no, this is not sponsored by any means whatsoever. If you have been watching my channel for a while, I have talked about this company. I have used them many of times, and I absolutely love their customer service, number one. And number two, their turnaround time is amazing. They always say 24 hours, but personally, I have experienced anywhere from an hour to 3 hours at most once I end up sending pictures in, and they get back to me within that 3-hour mark, which I think is awesome, you know, because you're always waiting, okay, well, is it going to be authentic, is it not, or what have you, and they've always been, I mean, absolutely awesome. They're very, very thorough, and they end up requesting a ton of different pictures, which I think is awesome, and they also end up helping people out, like if you end up getting a if you end up getting stuck with a bag that is not authentic from, you know, this company or that company, they'll help you out with the paperwork that you need necessary to get your funds back. So I think that's awesome. So I just wanted to give them a huge, huge shout out, because I did send this bag into them after I received it. Even though I do love the company that I purchased it from, I just want to have that little extra bit of peace of mind, you know? So to each their own, everyone's going to see it differently, but I absolutely love them for, you know, for getting your items authenticated. So whether you end up buying it from a reputable seller or whether it's your first time buying a pre-loved luxury good, I always feel that it's always better to be safe than sorry. But in general, when it comes to this bag, I absolutely love it. I have Fendi back in my collection, which makes me even happier. And I also like the fact that it has the silver hardware, and it adds a little bit more variety to my collection. It is a shoulder bag. It's not as structured as some of the other bags that I have, you know, so I am absolutely, absolutely loving it. I will make sure and put the Fashionphile on the description box below, and they have an array of different bags to choose from. Bags, shoes, small leather goods, what have you. They have so many items to pick from, and you guys might end up finding yourselves on there at 2-3 o'clock in the morning as well. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope I was able to give you a little bit more info, especially if you're also looking to add this bag to your collection. If you enjoyed this video, make sure and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the red button down below and hitting that bell so you're notified when I upload videos, which is anywhere from 2 to 3 times a week, and I'll see you later. And as always, make it a fabulous day or not, the choice is yours. Have a great day.